I'm Tim from Bigtoolrack, and this is Jim.
Hey.
And we're going to go through the build video for the Bigtoolrack XPHD. I know a lot of you guys have asked for this, and I do appreciate your business, and I want to make sure everyone has an easy time building this rack. So we're going to go through this process, and Jim's going to go through the tools you need to build the rack.
All right, everybody, we need 3 wrenches, 3/4 inch, 9/16, and 1/2 inch. 3 sockets, also the same size. Make sure they're deep because some of the screws are long. We need a ratchet, extension, 2 large adjustable wrenches, and 1 flat screwdriver. Also for this build today, we're going to use an electric screwdriver, which will expedite putting it together. But you don't have to have it, it's not needed, but we're going to use it today.
So now, as you can see, we've unpacked everything. We've got the spine of the Bigtoolrack on the table here, and we've got the side panels, which we're going to install right now. We've checked all of the parts. You need to go through your manual. Every rack comes with a manual. Make sure you check through, make sure you have all the parts you need to build the rack, and we're going to go through it right now. So basically, you need to put the side brackets on the side of the spine. You're going to use the short carriage bolts that are going to go through. And it's easy if you pull it back off the table a little bit, you can get underneath it and attach the washers and the lock nuts. It's good to have help. I mean, you can't do it by yourself, but if you have a friend that can help you out, it's always good. Makes it a little bit easier. It's a heavy product. The rack weighs 150 pounds by itself when it's fully assembled. So, it's a really high quality unit and has some weight to it. So we're going around right now, we're tightening each side. I'm going to spin it around. And install all 4 bolts. Make sure you get them nice and tight. All those are tight.
Take the socket off.
Take the socket off. And now we're going to spin it around, and we're going to attach the category 1 pins on the rack. We include everything at Bigtoolrack. We don't want you to get your rack home and have to go to the store to pick up other parts. Everything you need to use your Bigtoolrack will be included with your purchase. So we're proud of that, and we're happy that
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. You get everything nice and tight. After this, we're going to install the yellow upright. It's a very, very simple build. Everything's here for you. It's not a lot of parts, and try to make it as simple as possible to install. Now, the yellow upright, it's attached like that. There's longer screws, and the longer screws go on the side. So you're going to put them in on the side here, and you've got a washer and a lock nut. The shorter ones will go through the face, which you'll see here. And then we will secure secure everything. Get it nice and tight. I believe this is the smaller, this is a half inch socket here. And you'll just tighten it down. Like I said, if you use the power driver here, it saves a little bit of time. It's a little easier, a little faster. This goes step by step through the manual. I mean, this was actually the second step here to install the upright. The next step will be step 3. If you're looking at the manual, we're going to attach all of the tool holders. Now, as far as the tool holders go, you can attach them anywhere you like. There's holes on the yellow upright that are in strategic areas, so you can place the holders there. You pick the side, whatever holder you want to put on. There's no science to it. Whatever works best for you. I'm going to set it up the way that I like, and you know, you can actually add more tool holders to it. I can get into that after, but the standard rack comes with all these tool holders here, and you can always add other things later if you choose to. So this is the drop-down hook. So basically, what you'll do is you want to have the metal washer on the outside of the hook, and then you're going to put a plastic washer on the inside, so that rides alongside the yellow bar here. It makes it for a smooth operation, and you're going to put one on the other side and the inside. So there's actually a plastic washer on both sides on the inside, and then a metal washer and a lock nut on the outside. And you're going to tighten this down fairly well because you want it to have some resistance, so it will stay up when you don't want to have it fall down here. So now it's got a little drag to it, so now it'll stay up. When you need it, you drop it down like that. If you want to hang rope on it, chains, garden hose, whatever you want to hang on it, it'll work nicely for you. You could add one over here as well if you choose to, but that's up to you. Now this is the rubber strap tool holder. Basically what we've done here, you'll see in the hardware kit you have a pad here. You pull the paper off the back of it and it will adhere to this bracket. You can see there, you know, it's right on there, and that'll stop that from spinning. So when you put your bracket on here and you tighten it up, it will stop the tool holder from moving at all. So we're going to tighten that down pretty well. That's a long carriage bolt. So you only have to hold one side of it, and there's a rubber strap, custom rubber strap with all these different settings. So you just set it up for whatever size shovel or rake or whatever you're using on there. Now the next component is the 4-hole tool holder, and that's going to get mounted on the front side here. Just 2 bolts, and pretty self-explanatory here. Right. And use a washer on the front side and the back side. Now, flathead screwdriver and the impact wrench, it really speeds the process up. Like I said, you don't need one, but it makes it a little bit easier. So basically your 3-point top link. All of the pins are included. The pins go on the bottom and on the top. And we're going to install this here, and that will secure it to the spine, and then we're going to add the weight bracket. Now this weight bracket that Jim's adding will allow you to hang 6 suitcase weights, and they come in different weights, so basically it gives you the ability to have counterweight with the rack. So it's a great feature. You know, the rack itself weighs 150 pounds by itself. You add this bracket to it, you can put, you know, 6 additional weights on it. They range from 30 to 42 or 45 pounds depending on what you get. And then additionally, if you want to, you can put 600 pounds. Then additionally, if you want to put weight in the rack itself, you can put additional 600 pounds of weight in there. So you can have 600 there, 150 for the rack, which is, you know, that's 750 pounds plus whatever weight you hang off the back. It's a very, very strong, robust rack. So
we'll spin around and show them what it looks like in the back.
Spin it around and show how this bracket looks. It's heavy duty. Like I said, you would hang your suitcase weights right on this bracket, and that's that for that. Like I said, the assembly process is very simple. There's not a lot of parts. There's not a lot to build here, so it's, you know, it's probably a half an hour at best to assemble this. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the tub to it. Basically, this is the poly unit that will get mounted onto the rack. So we're going to spin it around here on the table so you can see what we're doing. I like to hang it off the edge of the table a little bit so you can get at the bolts, because the bolts have to go through the spine here in these 4 corners. So we're going to grab this. And there's handles on the front of the tub, and let's move it that way. You can see it here. There's handles here. Just grab the back, and now it's going to slide into place. You need to just push it into the yellow bar here so it'll line up, and this way you can connect it to the spine. So we're in there now, and we're going to take the 3/4 inch bolts and mount it to the spine. Now it goes on top, the other goes on the bottom, and bolt this together. Get the wrench and the driver here. You got that, Jim?
Yep.
Nice, nice. All right. Now we're going to spin it around, and we're going to do the back side. Just be careful, have someone holding it for you, because it is heavy and you don't want it to fall off the workstation here. Let's turn it on the table a little bit on the corner here. Let's get it secure on the table. And tighten it up. that's all there is to it. It's really not that much to do the install, but one other great feature with this rack is we have the ability to install a 2-inch receiver into the end. So basically, you put that in, and now you could tow a little trailer, you could tow a log splitter, you could tow whatever you want to use on your tractor, whether it's, like I said, a little log splitter trailer. It'll work out well. The other features of the rack, we have the lumber carrier, this notch out on the back side here. Actually, I'm going to pull this out so I can show you. To show you the side view of the long lumber carrier. So it's actually part of the mold. We incorporated this into the mold, so if you want to carry fence posts or long lumber, you just lay it across the top here. If you try and carry like long items in your bucket, you know that it's sometimes difficult. The other thing we've incorporated is a cup holder here. You can put your gloves, your clippers, anything in the side bin here. And the
holes.
Yeah, the holes. We have holes inside. Let's turn it this way. There's drain holes in the body, so if you leave it outside, it's not going to rust. You can just let it drain out. There's drain holes in here, so if there's snow or rain or anything, it'll drain out of the rack. One other feature we have as well is like a pickup truck has a spot where you can put a 2x6 to secure the load in the rack. So, we've tried to think of everything we can do to make this a very productive product around your property, and I think we've done a good job with it, and I appreciate all of you that have purchased it. We've done really well with it, and like I said earlier, if you wanted to add more components to the rack, you can. You can add a chainsaw holder and bolt it to the back side of this. We bolt them back to back. You can add another drop-down hook on that side. You can add another rubber strap tool holder on this side. The options are endless. I mean, it's been a great product for us. It's a really high quality product. I know you're going to enjoy it for many years of service. And like I said, I appreciate your business. I think that just go around one last time now and make sure everything is tight. We did this. We went through the process pretty quickly. Jim and I built this thing probably in under 15 minutes. So if you can go ahead and go back, check everything, make sure everything's tight and secure. Make sure you don't do anything with it that's going to exceed your tractor's manufacturer specifications. You have to make sure that you stay in compliance with that, and you're not going to do something with this that your tractor can't handle. So don't overweight it. You know what the rack will hold, but don't overweight it for what your tractor can handle. All right, well, until next time, appreciate it. We'll do it again. Thank you.